Coming up on Fulton Today, first responders are on the job in the new city of South Fulton, and Fulton police are next. Also, does owning multiple homes mean multiple homestead exemptions? We'll find out. And seniors break a sweat to show their heart some love. That and more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. After a full week on the job, the city of South Fulton's fire department has settled in after 40 years of service with Fulton County. And now police are next. FGTV's Brian Robinson joins us now with more on this story.
The city of South Fulton's first police department will officially transfer on March 26th, and city officials are eager to welcome them, just as they were eager to welcome their first responders.
So we are on duty, ready to deliver that service 24/7, 365.
The trucks have the department's new name.
After we get our morning checkoff done, station cleaned, the trucks checked out.
But the men and women of the city of South Fulton Fire and Rescue have the same mission.
The South Fulton Fire and Rescue Department is here to deliver a service that is second to none.
So help me God. Thank you, Chief.
So with the city's first ever fire chief sworn in,
So help me God.
along with the first of 160 firefighters, now it is down to business for the entire department.
Our average response is 6 minutes and 39 seconds. That's pretty quick when you think about we're covering 106 square miles. So we want to keep that up. Now, something very important that we're going to be working on, we were successful in lowering the ISO rating to 3, which is very good. The highest rating is a 1. That is what we're going to be striving for as we go through 2018 into 2019.
We have to raise the bar. Now that you're here, being what you are, what you were, is not appropriate anymore. We got to get better than what we were, and that's our goal for this fire department.
Fulton officials worked with city leaders for over a year to ensure a smooth transition.
It was a lot of work, but I'm really proud of both Larry Few and his staff, all the administrative work that's done by the IT department here in the city, the finance department. They did a great job making it happen.
And happen on time. Next is the Fulton County Police Department, who will soon call the city of South Fulton home. A move that can't come soon enough for some residents who are happy to have them both.
I am so thrilled. I don't know what the world will do. This is a good day for us. I'm happy, and I didn't think this day would ever come, but it's here now.
Though the city of South Fulton will provide leadership over the police department and fire department, Fulton County, through an agreement, will provide service for 911. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Brian Robinson.
Thank you very much, Brian. Just before the fire department officially transitioned to the city of South Fulton, the chief and the county's chief operating officer briefed commissioners on ambulance services. The men, along with the EMS administrator with the American Medical Response Ambulance Company, addressed concerns about response times. AMR handles ambulance service in South Fulton. Fulton will again open a bid opportunity for ambulance companies in April. Fulton's new chief judge ceremoniously receives his new gavel.
Please join me in congratulating Chief Judge Robert McBurney.
The Superior Court of Fulton County held its change of gavel ceremony at the courthouse. With colleagues and friends watching, the Honorable Robert McBurney accepted the passing of the legal baton from the Honorable Gail Tucson. Judge Tucson held the position of Chief Judge for the last 4 years.
We've worked very closely together, so I am confident that it will be a seamless transition. I'm very proud of our accomplishments as a court under my leadership, and I look forward to supporting him as he carries the torch as our next chief.
Judge McBurney was appointed to the court in 2012 by Governor Nathan Deal. His previous positions include senior litigation counsel at the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Georgia and prosecutor with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office.
We are fortunate to be in this county, and those of us who are public servants are fortunate to be able to serve in this county. But that's what we're doing. And if we don't do it together, we're going to bonk heads. It's not going to work well, and we're going to move backwards instead of forward. So I commit to you all to being patient and persistent and a partner.
The chief judge is the highest judicial administrative officer in Fulton County and is essential to the successful operations of the Atlanta Judicial Circuit. We continue our special series with the Fulton County Tax Assessor's Office called Understanding Your Property Assessments 2018. Now, we began last week with information about the homestead exemption process, but this week we want to give you even more details about how these exemptions work and who should apply. Here now to talk to us more about it is Florence Brooks with the office. Thank you, Ms. Brooks, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, first things first, let's remind everybody that the deadline to apply for homestead exemption is April 2nd, but clarify, if someone qualifies for more than one exemption, do they get them all?
Yes, you do. You'll get all the exemption that you qualify for. We have exemption that are based on income, and we have an exemption that are not based on income. But the income-based exemption, you will qualify for whatever your income qualifies you for. And the basic homestead exemption, you just have to own and occupy the property as your permanent residence, and you'll qualify for the exemptions.
And how can someone apply for homestead exemption, and can they do it online?
Okay, you apply for the exemptions. We have 3 ways. We have where you can walk into the office. We have 5 locations. We have one in Roswell, one in Alpharetta, one at 141 Prior Street, one at 5600 Stonewall Taylor Road, and one at 235 Peachtree Street on the 11th floor. You can do the application via mail, and also you can do it online.
And what documents do people need in order to file for homestead exemption?
To apply for basic homestead exemption, you'll need to have a Georgia ID or Georgia driver's license. If you own an automobile, they must be registered in Fulton County at the property address. If you're applying for the seniors exemption, you'll need your Georgia ID or driver's license. You'll need your vehicle registration if you own any. And also, you'll need your income tax, your 1040 and your 500 for the state. If you do not file income tax, because we have some seniors that does not file income tax because of their age, you could bring your Social Security award letter. And if you have any kind of pension or anything like that, you can bring that along with you to prove your income.
And surely you have a phone number for folks should they need to talk to somebody about this process?
Yes, you can call 404-612-6440, option 4, and you can get one of our operators to help you answer any questions you have about homestead exemptions.
And any final last-minute comments that you want to make about this particular homestead exemption process?
Yes, I want to encourage anyone that owns and occupies their property as their primary residence and legally in Georgia, come in and apply for the exemption, especially the seniors, because we have seniors that think they don't qualify for the exemption because of the income. But what I always tell seniors, not to disqualify yourself. Come in and let us qualify you. There's something you can qualify for when you come into the office.
Homestead Exemption Manager Florence Brooks, great information. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Now be sure to tune in next week when we take a closer look at the Tax Assessor's Office's new website and how it could benefit users. A young girl whose mission is to spread love all around the country, well, she makes a stop at the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. Roslyn Baldwin's goal is to visit all 50 states to hug law enforcement officers as a beacon of light, love, and hope. She hopes to unite communities by demonstrating her love and appreciation for those who have committed their lives to serving and protecting.
She saw us on Beyond Scared Straight, which is our youth intervention program that we still have. And she said she felt sorry for us because the kids were so bad, and she wanted to come here and give us all a hug for what we do. And you just don't expect that. And she's gone around the country, been to a number of places. She picked us.
She kept
wanting to make some tangible difference, you know, in our own words, and she felt inspired by God to hug police officers at first all around the world, and we had to size it down to
Yes.
let's start with the nation.
The inspiring youngster is a Louisiana native. She began her mission in January of 2017 as a result of the 5 police officers who were killed in Dallas in 2016. Though she is homeschooled, Roslyn and her family travel during holidays and school breaks, thanks in part to GoFundMe donations. She hopes to visit all 50 states by the end of next year. Gotta love her. And still to come on Fulton Today, honoring women who also serve their communities. It's a part of our district by district coverage. Next. One Fulton commissioner leads another successful film festival while another celebrates the power of women. Here's this week's district by district coverage. We begin with Chairman Rob Pitts, Commissioner Liz Hausman, and Commissioner Lee Morris, and the Senate delegation meeting at the state capitol. The commissioners, along with the county manager and top staff, updated lawmakers about Fulton's progress on tax assessments and transit.
I think it was good dialogue. I think they appreciated being updated. You know, there's some pretty tough questions around particularly the funding of transit. Of course, none of that's been decided at this point. It's really in the General Assembly to decide at that level of funding. What we've done and what was expressed is that Fulton County's well ahead of perhaps any other county in developing a plan for transit.
Commissioner Liz Hausman, who's been leading the transit discussion for the commissioners, explained to the delegation that this is still a work in progress.
We also plan to meet with Roswell and Johns Creek to have the same in-depth conversation with them one-on-one to hopefully get everyone comfortable with the fact that we've got a plan that we'd like to see. And like any transportation plan, it's not going to happen all at once. You have to prioritize, and you have to do it in phases as you can afford it.
Commissioners say they are moving forward, but still have ways to go.
We have work to do in the area of transportation. We have work to do in the area of elections, and work to do in the area of the tax appraisal. So we are working in concert, in harmony, and I think in the final analysis, the day has come where you have the Fulton County Commission and members of the Georgia General Assembly all marching in the same direction, which is, again, a very good thing for Fulton County.
This was the first time commissioners met with the Senate delegation this session. They had already met with the House delegation about the same issues. District 4 Commissioner Natalie Hall joins a group of women leaders as a part of a Women's Month celebration. Mayors and elected officials from a number of metro Atlanta cities took part in the event at the Fulton Government Center. The program was titled How African American Women Live, Lead, and Last.
And I think that recognizing women of color in particular spoke to me, because we have a lot of phenomenal women of color who have ascended to leadership positions, and I'm certainly looking forward to watching to see the great things that they do and celebrating their success in making it to the positions.
The organization Sisters of Today and Tomorrow hosted this annual event as a part of its Women's Month celebrations.
We are here today to celebrate women's empowerment by honoring an organization called Sisters of Today and Tomorrow. It is their 11th annual event. It is so important for us to come together and empower each other, work with each other, and help each other.
The nonprofit promotes higher education, entrepreneurship, self-esteem, health and fitness, and personal development for young people and women. District 5 Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. celebrates another successful Black History Film Festival and Essay Contest. The opening reception was held at the Wolf Creek Library. Commissioner Arrington joined the Friends of Wolf Creek to present awards to the winners of the essay and film competitions.
That is really my favorite part of our Black History Film Festival, the opportunity for our children to, one, learn about an unsung hero or heroine of Black history, as well as the opportunity for them to write an essay or to create a film around that unsung hero or heroine.
This year's essay theme was Why My Unsung Hero Should Be Celebrated During Black History Month.
My film was about Marie Maynard Daly, and she was an unsung hero And basically I did her because she focused on science, and I like science and stuff. And I thought it was really cool how she like helped out people in the world, and not many people knew about it. So I thought that I should inform people about her.
I wrote my essay about a black chemist named Percy LaVon Julian, and he had many great discoveries. He invented a way to synthetically produce progesterone, which is a way to, which prevents miscarriages from pregnant women. And he also invented a discovery for glaucoma. He found a cure for glaucoma, which causes blindness.
The opening reception also featured the screening of I Am Not Your Negro, the 2016 Academy Award-nominated documentary about the life of author James Baldwin and his involvement in the civil rights movement. All of the films screened highlighted the efforts of several prominent African Americans in the struggle for civil rights. And finally, in District 6, Commissioner Emma I. Darnell applauds county residents who successfully completed the Behavioral Health Treatment Court program. 16 officially completed the Superior Court Accountability Court program and now have a new chance at life.
They had enormous challenges, and they have met them. But we don't want to forget that without the Behavioral Health Treatment Court staff, Judge Downs and all the others who have worked with these young men and women for so long, this result would not have been achieved. So congratulations to our great behavioral health staff and to these wonderful graduates. Best wishes and congratulations.
We will have much more on the transition ceremony and the Accountability Courts programs later in the show. And when Fulton Today returns, from addiction and trouble to sobriety and hope, we're taking you on their journey next. As thousands nationwide are addressing how to best deal with people with mental health issues who find themselves on the wrong side of the law, Fulton County is celebrating a number of residents who got the help they need as a part of the Fulton County Superior Court Accountability Court program. FGTV's Priscilla Ortega takes us to this special transition ceremony.
This is just a transition into you taking care of you.
It is a transition that these Fulton County residents are happy to make, and a transition that has been a long time coming. These are graduates of the Superior Court Behavioral Health Treatment Court program, a program that helps one-time offenders to stay out of jail and to get clean.
The transition is so important because this is the opportunity for 16 transitioners. This was a huge class. We're so proud to start policing themselves with regard to their health and criminal thinking and addiction. So those are three huge areas that they've worked extremely hard on, and they've all been successful.
Judge Downs says the Fulton County Jail has a large population of individuals with a mental health diagnosis, and of those, she says most are not on medication, a primary reason that many were arrested. The court's focus through this program is to get these individuals diagnosed and into treatment so that they are not lingering in the Rice Street facility.
This program has changed my life. You know, I'm on my meds, I was off my meds, I was self-medicating and wondering why everything wrong was going wrong in my life, but I was self-medicating with alcohol and drugs, and then when I got to my real medication, what I needed, it changed my life. The program has been wonderful to me.
I mean, it's really cool to see people change. From beginning, you know, sometimes it takes over 18 months or 24 months to see that change, but see people reconnecting with their families, getting jobs, really becoming productive citizens and changing their lives. It's a really powerful program.
In this program, they'll have the most support they'll ever have in life. And so we're helping them build those foundations so that once they eventually leave here, everything is in place so they can properly take care of their mental illness.
And now that these 16 graduates have followed the rules of the program, they now have the support to follow the rules of life, and that is to stay on the straight and narrow and out of the criminal justice system. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Priscilla Ortega.
Thank you, Priscilla. Fulton's Arts and Culture team is also doing its part to help behavioral health patients. They've entered into a partnership with the county's Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities for a project and exhibit titled Creative Like Me.
The project will engage participants from that community in an original showcasing of their work and exhibition.
Art therapy is using art and creative media as a way to help an individual recover and heal from mental illness, trauma, or substance abuse. As an educational component to the arts and behavioral health collaboration, a panel discussion is being held to raise awareness on the value in various types of enhanced arts programming available in Fulton County for residents living with a disability. Now, this panel is entitled The Value of Creative Expression, and it'll be held on April 3rd from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Fulton County Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities Central Training Center that is located at 425 Langhorne Street. Just visit fultonarts.org for additional details. And it's a special kind of exercise class at the Bowden Senior Center. Decked out in red, participants of the facility tried a new class to focus on strengthening a healthy heart.
The Healthy Heart Zumba is to work on people focusing on cardio, but focusing on cardio having fun and not thinking about how many did we do, when this class is going to be over, or I'm really hot. They're okay with sweating and having fun with their friends.
And dancing is one of the things that most people like to do. So Zumba gets your heart rate up, plus it's an exercise as well as a dance. It's more than just dance, but it's also, you know, exercise and trying to make sure you're using all the limbs and all the things that you need to do to stay healthy.
I decided to take the Zumba class because it's good for your core, all your muscles, cardio especially, get your heart beat up. I love dancing.
According to the American Heart Association, about 22,000 Americans die of cardiovascular disease each day, an average of 1 death every 40 seconds. Exercising decreases risk for heart disease and stroke. And still to come, getting ready for summer camp. We have some ideas when we come back. Well, time is running out to enroll in spring arts classes. The Fulton Arts and Culture Department is encouraging residents of all ages and skill levels to take part in a wide range of programs like dance, music, and visual art.
Residents should get involved with the spring registration for art classes because it's a chance for them to engage in programming that the Arts Council provides. We want people to sign up for these classes to engage. They're low cost, and quite honestly, I think that they will find that they're very enriching as a part of the effort to ensure that all our residents are culturally enriched.
Spring registration ends Friday, March 16th, which means this is the last full week to sign up. The 8-week session starts March 20th and ends May 12th. Classes will take place at the Abernathy, Southwest, South Fulton, and Weston Performing Arts Centers, as well as the Aviation Community Cultural Center. Now, the days, times, and locations vary depending on the program, and you can register online or on site. If you want more information, go to fultonarts.org. And finally, for those not interested in the arts classes, well, there's always summer camp. The Fulton County Employees Association hosted its 2018 Summer Camp Fair here inside the Government Center atrium. Parents and grandparents were given the opportunity to sign their youngsters up for a number of different camps taking place during spring and summer break.
Find something that works for your students. Make sure that they use their creative energy to become all that they can be. Summer is a time sometimes for relaxation, but it's really a time for them to embrace their creative talents and their gifts, and we can do that through summer programming.
Now, the organizations offering the camps are all based in Fulton County.
Boot Camp is a special camp. We offer a 9 to 10 week program. In this 9 to 10 weeks, we do what are called basic life skills, which we go in and we teach the kids the different things that they need to learn, that they don't necessarily learn in school, but they will need for life, as far as budgeting, applying for scholarships, eating healthy, and staying in shape.
Our camps are very education-based, very hands-on learning. They're going to learn about the environment, they're going to learn teamwork, they're going to learn life skills, becoming friends with all the 4-Hers that attend these camps. But they also have fun activities like canoeing, hiking, going on trails, arts and crafts. We have everything.
This year marks the 5th anniversary of the Employees Association's Summer Camp Fair. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. Be sure to follow FGTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. And you can watch a replay of this show and any other FGTV program on our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Thank you for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.